What's up, everybody? I'm Matt Brody, and this is Simply Must Go. And today, I am with Kyle of Redeemed LED, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of awesome lighting to Southlander. Tell me a little bit what we're going to do.
So today, we're going to be installing some halo headlights. We're going to do 12 RGBW 44-watt rock lights with side shooters on the side of them. We're going to do a grill kit and a auxiliary switch, which will be perfect for overlanding because it actually has a range of 160 feet with the magnetic remote control.
Awesome. I can't wait. This is going to be so cool to get all this stuff on, to have all these lights at camp, and to be able to also participate in things like some of the light parades and stuff, because, you know, we go to a lot of Jeep events and things like Daytona and stuff like that. So Southlander is going to have a whole new look when we're done.
Okay, guys, so to do the auxiliary controller, you're going to use the power and ground terminals over here. This right here is just a relay or a breaker switch or whatever you'd like to consider it. You're going to connect it between the battery and the control panel over there. You know, with these controllers, they are very universal. There's a lot of different ways to do these, but this is just stuff that I found that works best for me. With this kit, it comes with a universal bracket where you can find your own location to mount it at. In older ones, YJs and things of that nature, I have done a firewall mount and used it like that. With the JKs and JLs, I'm going to use the existing bolt that's already here. So what I'll end up doing is bending this bracket back. And these are really simple to bend. You can take a pair of pliers and bend them out. I've done probably 50, 75 installs like this, and I've never had any issues whatsoever with it. And that way, whenever we put it in, we can stick it against this area right inside here. With these auxiliary switches, you have a couple of different options of how to get power. This line right here has to have a power source at some point, okay? They recommend running it through a fuse tab, whether it's a JK, JL, it comes with both of them, so you have whatever you need there. And to use a fuse tab, what you would do is you would take whichever fuse you pull, you would then put in that bottom slot, and it creates a circuit so everything's on a fuse link. The only problem with that is for your controller to have constant power, it needs to be on constant and not on a switch this wire does. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just jump it to the power right here when we connect our power cord to it, so that way we have a constant power to it. That way the switch is usable the entire time. Okay. So with the mountain location of where he's putting it, we're actually just gonna run the wire up to right here, and then our controller will connect into the end over here.
All right, so Kyle's got the controller kind of all wired up, but the idea that I've got is I'm going to mount this to my Vector E-Dock, and 67 Designs actually has a mount specific for the aux beams, and so it just bolts onto the back with two little screws, and that's going to give me the ability to mount my my controller right here up by the steering wheel, right where I want it, and make things really easy. There's other alternatives to you can mount these things wherever you want, like up here and stuff, but having it right there, I think is going to be a nice, easy solution, and this makes it super simple.
Right there it is, guys. So to kind of keep everything pulled out of the way, what I'm going to do is just take a zip tie right here, just a small one, and just zip tie this all together to try to keep it as open as possible through here to make it easier for when we start, you know, adding our accessory wires. Okay guys, so with the new controller here that we just started carrying, like I said earlier, it has the remote control and it has the magnetic antenna so that it will reach up to 165 feet. And what's so cool about it is it's a mag mount, so you can stick it to wherever you want to. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go actually back here around the cowl area to mount it.
Cool, so Kyle's got the auxiliary switch all mounted up and wired up, and now we're going to test it out, make sure it works before we start adding all the other accessories.
So what we're gonna do here is just turn the relay switch on, And then we're gonna go in the vehicle here and check and see if there's power to the switch or not.
We have power.
Okay, so now we're just gonna pop the grill off, just like so. So what I'm gonna do now is get ready to run the controller wires. I'm gonna remove this bolt so that way I can tuck my wires in through there to get up here to the controller and try to have a really nice clean install whenever it's done. All right guys, so what I've done here is I've ran the RGB wire for the driver's side. It's just coming straight out. For the passenger side, I route it down and around through this area here and across, and then I go inside the body mount and back up and through to the headlight. Once the grill is on, everything's hid away, you won't see none of that. So something that I always do once I get these connected is I will take me a zip tie and run it through here and then zip tie that together. And I will do the same thing on the factory harness side of it as well. The reason why that is it's just securing that connection right there and just making sure it's that much more solid. Okay, so with our headlights, you'll have a H4 to H13 adapter, and that adapter is to go right here. You'll hear that little click, and then you lock it in, and now that's locked in. Just like we did here is I'll end up taking a zip tie and putting around that just to secure that connection even better. And we're just gonna rotate it around. Right there is the spot it needs to be in. Okay guys, so now we're at the point where we're gonna hook our lights up to test them to make sure that they're functioning before we go any further. So we're gonna put our negative wire in. We're gonna tighten it down and then just tighten it down. Be sure and keep up with your aux beam screwdriver because it fits perfectly in there to change your accessory wired out. Okay guys, so this is what the app is going to look like. Right here is what we call hard colors, but if you want to really fine tune it, you're able to adjust it in the color wheel right there. You can also adjust the brightness and dimness of it. Under mode is where you will find 121 different modes, and you just got to find the one that you like the best. Again, you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the speed, and you can really make it do whatever you would like. It's a really nice functioning app. We're fixing to install the 44-watt rock lights. These are RGBW, so it is a pure white also, and they come with a lifetime warranty. What's also unique about these right here is they have the side shooters, which is going to cause light to expand out a whole lot more. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 on the front bumper, 2 on the rear bumper, 2 on each side, and 1 in each fender. With the 4-zone controller, what we're going to do is the right side will be 1 zone, the left side will be another zone, the grill will have its own zone, and that will leave an open zone still for interior lights or whatever other creative idea we come up with to use that zone in the future if we want to. What's really nice about that is you can have the right side of the vehicle 1 color, the left side another color, and then the grill a 3rd color. Or you can have them all the same color. Also, they can do separate modes or run the same mode together, such as jumping or flashing between colors. I always try my very best to find a way to avoid that tilt as much as possible. We're gonna use our step bit or any drill bit. I prefer a step bit, but to drill a hole the size of that connector to be able to put it through. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rock light and cover up the majority of that hole with the rock light, so that way you don't have a wire running along your fender well and stuff like that. Everything's gonna be hid away and you'll have a really nice clean install.
So Kyle's got the auxiliary switch in, the headlights in and the grill lights pretty much set up, and now he's working on the rock lights. And so these are the 44 watt rock lights from Redeemed LED. They have a lifetime warranty, which is amazing. That's one of the reasons I picked them out. They're all metal construction. You can also get a magnetic mount or backing for them that's sold separately, but it allows you to just, anywhere there's metal, you can just clip it on, and it really holds. So if you don't want to drill into the frame and you've got a lot of metal, or you've got metal inner fenders, you can just slap these up without having to drill anything wherever you want, and it makes this install super fast and really easy. Like, anyone could do it. I could do this, but I'm making him do it.
Thanks, Matt.
Love you, mean it. All right, so Kyle is almost done wiring up all the rock lights. Next is we've just got to connect the power into the switch here, and it should be all ready to go. So what we've done is we've actually put all these rock lights on 3 different zones, so I can control the left, right, and the grill lights completely separately if I want to, or have them all run together, or whatever combination thereof that I would like. But anyway, we are like this close to being done. And when I say we, I mean he. Really, that's how this works. I'm just a bystander. I stand around and aim cameras at things. That's all I do.
And all zip ties were cut during the making of this video, guys. Right there's your proof.
Yeah. Kyle's very, very adamant that everybody knows that all the zip ties were cut in the making of this video.
All right, guys, so we've got all our auxiliary lights hooked up. We got the rock lights on switch number 1. We got the headlights on switch number 8. Anytime you get ready to add more accessories to this, all you have to do is do the power and ground to the appropriate switches.
All right, so all of the Redeemed LED lights are now installed on Southlander, and I absolutely love it. The rock lights look amazing. Those halos look amazing. But I wanted to share with you a little bit more about the remote and why I chose to go with this sort of system. The biggest is that the remote allows me to turn everything on and turn everything off when I'm not in the Jeep. So basically my thought is when we're at camp and I've got like maybe the red lights on or something like that so that I have some light but I'm not attracting bugs, we can all kind of climb up, go to the tent, and then turn off the camp lights from the tent without having to turn everything off and then carrying flashlights around or fiddling in the dark for the ladder or something like that. Same goes for the middle of the night. If I wake up and need to go use the restroom or check something out, I can flip on basically all the lights of the Jeep and light up camp a little bit in order to sort of maybe double check the ladder, because we live in the South, there are snakes, you don't want snakes underneath your ladder. But I can also check out anything else without having to get down and turn on lights or get a flashlight or anything like that. So this remote is going to be really handy, and I'm really excited about that idea. So I say we check out these lights in the dark.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Stayed down, remain humble, and I made it work. Crazy how I came out so clean from the dirt. We was using candles on the nights the lights ain't work. We ain't never going back to that and that I merged. Turn your back on me, the worst mistake you ever make. Keep my grass cut, gotta watch out for the snakes. If it's on my plate, best believe it's getting 8. I'm falling like I'm Kobe 33 before the 8. I aim on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Go ahead and smash the like button and hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I will leave a link down in the description below for Redeemed LED where you can go and check out these rock lights or the halos or whatever. I don't get anything out of it. You're welcome to do it. It would help out a local business a lot if you use them versus, going and finding cheap stuff on Amazon. And remember, these rock lights have a lifetime warranty, so you're never gonna beat that. And that's gonna do it, guys. God bless, and we'll see you on the trail.